There's two types of people that try starting a business. One of them is sort of like the guy that tries building IKEA furniture without a manual. They just sort of get the pieces and they try to see what fits and they move stuff around and does it until it works, basically. Number two, on the other hand, they essentially spend a lot of time sharpening their axe. They look at the manual and they go, okay, how do I do this? So in the end, they actually spend less time because they already know exactly what they're doing before they get into it. But person number one, although they didn't read the manual, they've now learned from their mistakes. They've made so many mistakes that now when they build their second piece of furniture or start their second business, they know what to not do because they've learned from their mistakes. When it comes to SMMA, you need to find a balance in between those two. You need to be sort of in the middle from someone that reads the manual and someone that just takes action without knowing anything about the manual. You know, on one hand, you don't want to just jump into something having no idea how it works and then failing so hard and you're on the wrong path completely. But at the same time, you don't want to be the person that just stays inside all day reading and they never take any action. So you want to be in the middle. Within being in the middle, that's where success is built. And there's a few things that I'm going to talk about in this video that I absolutely wish I knew when I started my SMMA journey. And I'm going to teach them to you. So hopefully, in the same amount of time that I've spent on my agency in the past 4 months, hopefully you can get more success than I did. So if you don't know me, my name's Ali, and I quit my 9-to-5 in October of 2023. At the moment, I'm making about $1,000 a month for my agency from a couple clients, and I'm looking to scale that into a full-time income, because at the moment, I'm still doing a bit of DoorDash on the side to supplement my money while I'm trying to grow my agency. The great thing is, though, is that every day I'm the boss. I get to pick what I get to do every single day, and there's no one that can tell me otherwise. However, the position I'm in today is definitely achievable in a much shorter time. So I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to know to get to this position I'm in, but a lot quicker. Just that much closer to having that full-time income. The first thing I'm going to cover is not being a social retard. I understand the concept of monk mode, cut out everyone and just work for 1 month, but if I'm being honest, that's not sustainable. You want to build a lifestyle that is sustainable. You want to build a lifestyle that you can pursue for the rest of your life, and monk mode is not it. You need a bit of balance in there. Let's be honest here. The only reason why you want to start monk mode is so that you don't have to face the fear of being social. The only reason why you want to do monk mode is because it says to not talk to girls. And talking to girls for you is scary, so that's a great excuse to not talk to girls or guys. You're coping. What's much better than monk mode is actually building a lifestyle that is sustainable for the future, for the foreseeable future. And what I mean by this can still be waking up early, going to the gym, doing your cold calls, making content, whatever you need to do. But once a week, implement something that is social. Implement some sort of adventure. Go on a hike with a ton of boys. Go on a date. Go on a couple dates a week. You know, just take 4 hours, 4 to 6 hours out of one day of the week, preferably a Sunday because not much is going on a Sunday, and just be social. Because I'm telling you, you're going to be like a ball of energy with so much energy, and if you're not social and you're just keeping it inside and you're staying inside, you're never going to be able to express that energy, and you're never going to grow. You're going to become depressed. And this will skyrocket your progress, because once you do start making money, because keep in mind, 90% of your week you're working, but 10% you become social, which is a great balance. But once you make money, you're going to have people that care about you and that you care about. And you're going to want to share those experiences of traveling or going to nice restaurants with people that you know. First off, I hope this video has helped you in some way. And if it has, then go click the top link in the description right now and join my free school community. I've just released so much more info, and what we're going to be doing are 2 weekly calls. So any questions you have about SMMA, you can directly ask them to me and the other 30 people in there, and we've got another 43 membership requests. So by the end of March, we're going to have 100 people in there, all on Zoom calls, sharing ideas and growing together. On this whiteboard right now, I'm literally planning out how I can provide you guys with a ton of value. So join that school community and then come back to the rest of this video. This is what I hate about hustle culture online. By all means, wake up early, eat clean, do your work, don't drink, don't smoke weed, don't do degenerate activities, don't play video games. But who thought that it was cool to not be social? Who thought it was beneficial to not be social? I'm not talking about hanging out at your friend's house 3 times a week to just go on your phone on the couch. Once a week for 4 hours? That's productivity. That's not wasting time. That's being productive. But people think that hanging out with your friends is bad. People think that doing experiences like that, like if you're not at the computer, then it's just not productive. And that's not the case. Trust me, I've seen posts about people that are currently making $10,000 a month, but they went for monk mode for over a year, and they literally have no friends. They've got no social life. They're socially inept. You don't want to be like that. And they know they don't want to be like that either. It's not even like that 4 hours out of your week would sacrifice so much for your business. It would, in fact, make you more motivated to continue the next week just as strong. So you wouldn't be sacrificing any money here. It's just about crafting your lifestyle. This isn't balancing 2 different lifestyles. People talk about balance. It's not saying I've got 2 lifestyles, the working hard one and the social one. And, I'm going to work really hard, but sometimes I'm going to drink with my friends and we're going to be social and whatever, have a good time. That's not what I'm saying. You pick one lifestyle, and in that lifestyle, you work hard, you wake up early, but at the same time, you make time for your friends. And this comes down to discipline. Sometimes you might be sleep deprived. Sometimes you might hang out with your friends on a Sunday. You got to wake up for, your routine on Monday at 5 a.m., but you've only got 6 hours of sleep. Well, that's sacrifice. That's what people are talking about. They aren't talking about becoming social retards. Now let's get to point number 2. And this one is, once again, controversial. I don't think a lot of SMMA gurus are going to agree with me here. So I'm sure if you're watching this video, you are passionate or really knowledgeable about one topic, industry, work, whatever it is. There's probably something that you know more than the average person about. And watching all these SMMA videos, they're going to try to make you think that you should throw those ideas out the window. And there's a reason why. They want you to throw those passionate ideas out the window because let's say if you're really into piano, they're not going to try to market their SMMA program for people that are knowledgeable about piano. They're going to try to market it for the most generalized audience, people that don't know anything that want to make a ton of money. What you need to understand is your knowledge in whatever topic or industry that you know about needs to be used to your fullest advantage. For example, I know a lot about car detailing, and I know a lot about video editing, graphic design, content creation, all those things. So what I'm doing for my agency, I'm trying to help car detailers grow on Instagram and manage their advertisements. That's what I know about. I can do that better than any other agency, I guarantee it. And I'm confident in that. And that's why I'm looking to charge high prices. And that's why I can speak with conviction. You need to find that one topic that you can also speak with conviction about. Who's to say that piano teachers don't need a marketing agency? No one knows about that unless you know piano. What if you know about piano teaching and you also know a lot about advertising and creating content? You can create content for piano teachers. They can now charge higher prices by teaching more people. You can pull in more customers. You can increase their brand awareness online to start teaching to people virtually on school or whatever that may be. There's so much opportunity out there. And don't just think because these SMMA gurus are trying to tell you to do one thing that you have to do that one thing. That couldn't be further from the truth. They're just telling you that because once again, it fits into their course. So you have to think for yourself. You have to understand, why are they telling you to do Facebook ads? Okay, they're extremely basic to make. Anyone can learn it. There's a ton of resources online. You don't need any skills going into it to learn it. They'll give you a huge list of niches to pick from because they assume that you can't think for yourself. You can think for yourself. I know you can. You're watching this video and you're not watching a Mr. Beast video. You're intellectual. Find out what you know and find out how you can provide that industry a benefit. How can you make them more money? I guarantee there's something, or you'll at least get closer to what that something is. The last thing I wish I knew when I started out, one word: simplicity. There's so many videos out there, so many courses, so many gurus. They're telling you so much information, and you don't know what to do. You're overloaded. You're overwhelmed. Realistically, this is all you're going to need to know to start your SMMA. And it goes in order: offer, niche, outreach, sales, delivery. You do those in order. You don't start with offer and then look at, oh, how do I deliver services? Or start with offer and how can I get the best CRM managing tool? Don't worry about that. Do them in order. Pick your offer, find your niche, start doing outreach. Now, once you've done outreach, don't worry about your sales script until you've booked a sales call. Once you've booked a sales call, okay, you're on the next stage. It's just like a video game. Now you find out the best sales script, find out how to sell it. And then as soon as you think that you're close, within 1 week of signing a client, then you start really understanding how to produce results. And of course, you can hire a media buyer for Facebook ads, but you do need some level of understanding. You don't need to be a pro. You need some level of understanding so that you can sell your knowledge on it. There are so many people that get so worked up in worrying about CRM tools and the best sales script when they aren't even booking sales meetings. It might sound ridiculous to not worry about the next step, or it might sound logical to you. It's simple. Offer, niche, outreach. If you aren't doing enough outreach, you're not going to book sales calls. And if you're not booking sales calls, why are you worried about CRM and go high level? It's done in order. Keep that in mind. Simplicity, simplicity, simplicity. You don't need to watch 25 hours of courses to understand it. So this is all I got for today. Come back tomorrow, and on this whiteboard right here, I'm going to be showing you how to actually create the best lifestyle to balance your SMMA. Essentially, you won't get burnt out, you'll be working extremely hard, and you'll be on the right path.